Premier.
To community safety, I'm determined that our government will lead the nation. There can be no effort big enough to ensure that Queenslanders going about their everyday lives have the right to not only feel safe but to be safe. Mr Speaker, the fact is Queensland already leads the nation in many areas in relation to ensuring public safety. We have the nation's strongest laws when it comes to dealing with hoons, child sex offenders, organised crime, including bikies. Our youth justice laws also lead Australia with the presumption against bail. Mr Speaker, I take this opportunity to acknowledge Brett and Belinda Beasley in the gallery this morning, along with Superintendent Reece Waldman. Queenslanders would be well aware of the terrible tragedy in 2019 when Brett and Belinda's son, Jack, was killed in the Surfers Paradise incident involving a knife. Brett and Belinda have been strong advocates for wanding powers to help police identify people carrying concealed weapons, including knives. So in May 2021, our government introduced a nation-leading initiative with a wanding trial on the Gold Coast. This innovation gave police officers the power to wand people with the electronic metal detection device to identify whether they were carrying a knife or another weapon. It has given police officers a vastly increased scope to safeguard Queenslanders, and from statistics I'm about to quote, has been a huge success in cracking down on offenders. Mr Speaker, almost 16,800 people were wanded as part of the Gold Coast Safe Night Precincts trial, resulting in 197 weapons being seized from knives to machetes. Let me say that again, from knives to machetes, and almost 500 offenders charged. Mr Speaker, police have found wanding such an effective tool that the trial of these powers will now be expanded for 2 years into all Queensland Safe Night precincts and beyond, into public transport. That will include all trams, buses, trains and ferries, all public transport stations and associated infrastructure. Mr Speaker, by extending into public transport infrastructure, we also provide police with the scope to detect weapons in areas that carry large numbers of people, and police will have a strong focus on rail transport corridors. Mr Speaker, by broadening wanding powers, we can build on the results experienced on the Gold Coast and further enhance public safety across our state. We can ensure that Queenslanders stay safe, and I make no apology for initiating powers such as these, because community safety always comes first. Mr Speaker, the Police Minister has suggested to me that in memory of Jack Beasley, these new laws, which we will introduce into Parliament soon, should be called Jack's Laws. And Mr Speaker, I couldn't agree more. Mr Speaker, 34 years after Expo 88 introduced Queensland to the world and introduced South Bank to Queensland, the people will have a say in the future of the People's Park. To make sure it remains one of the state's most loved destinations, to enhance all those things that make South Bank so special. The plan so far includes many different and exciting ideas, like making Grey Street more pedestrian-friendly, improving the promenade along the river, increasing green space, upgrading the cultural forecourt and better travel connections, and creating a world-class maritime precinct. Mr Speaker, we've so far received 10,000 pieces of feedback and we want more. The 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games will once again propel South Bank before the eyes of the world, and we want to ensure it remains world-class. I can assure the people of Queensland your favourites at South Bank will stay: the much-loved beach, the bougainvillea-lined arbour, rainforest and riverside greens. But the time has come to renew and reinvigorate the 42-hectare site, so it remains Brisbane's most lively, green and inclusive area. Queenslanders can contribute over the next 6 weeks at pop-up community information sessions and an online survey. Public consultation closes at midnight December 14. For more information on the draft plan and their ideas, Queenslanders can go to www.futuresouthbank.com.au. The final master plan is expected to be ready by late next year, and I encourage everyone to have a say. And I thank the Deputy Premier and his department for the great work that they're doing in relation to that. Mr Speaker, for the past 18 months, Wayne Gerard has been Queensland's chief entrepreneur. I want to take this opportunity in thanking him for all of his hard work in this voluntary role. Wayne was instrumental in developing our new $142 million innovation roadmap we launched this year, which sets out our innovation priorities in the lead-up to the 2032 Olympic and Paralympic Games. He also set up the Innovation Advisory Council, and while Wayne's time as chief entrepreneur is coming to an end, he will continue to provide his invaluable experience on the Brisbane's 2032 Legacy Committee. Mr Speaker, I'm pleased to announce today that we have appointed Goondiwindi business leader and 2022 Order of Australia medal recipient Julia Spicer to be our 5th chief entrepreneur. And I thank Minister Hinchcliffe for this recommendation. Mrs Spicer has extensive experience in Queensland's business and innovation sectors. She has founded and grown several successful regional businesses with her current hometown of Goondiwindi and has been a champion for start-up and business entrepreneurship in rural, regional and remote communities. In 2022, she was awarded the Order of Australia Medal for service to the community through a range of organisations, and we congratulate her on her appointment. Finally, Mr Speaker, our regions are the backbone of this great state. They are critical to our economy, to creating jobs, and are home to many wonderful and vibrant communities. It is important that they are listened to and have a seat at the table when deciding what the future of their cities, towns and regions looks like. That's why our government holds regional community forums. Since 2019, we have delivered 11 regional forums. I'm pleased to update the House that the last one for this year will be held next Monday in 7 regions. In Chinchilla. Sorry, Mr Speaker.
Oh, that's spicy, Premier.
We start again. Chinchilla and Gympie, Winton and Collinsville, Biloela and Hewarden and Weipa. Mr Speaker, these are the first forums we've held since the launch of our $62 billion Queensland Energy and Jobs Plan. And as we know, our regions are playing a critical role in achieving a clean, reliable and affordable energy future. For example, 90% of the plan will be invested in regional Queensland, along with 70% of the 100,000 jobs created. That's why the focus for these forums will be opportunities arising from the plan, with the forum members also getting to see firsthand the types of energy projects that will be brought to life.